everybody, and welcome back to the Pixel Bros Minecraft server. As always, my name is Kryth, and today we're going to be giving you a tour of what we have been working on. Oh, there's a witch over there. At least that would be what I would say if my name was still Kryth. As you can see from the player indicator tab, I have actually changed my Minecraft name here recently to Lul to do a little bit of tidying up of my online profiles here and for some stuff that maybe you guys will see here in the future. Shivo has also actually changed his name to Shivo. He's no longer Shadow904, so we have a little bit more consistency with videos and such. Yeah, but I know it's been a little while, so I figure today I'll show you guys what we've had going on the server since you last saw it. So these buildings, as you may or may not remember, I finished this guy not too long ago. It's actually a sheep farm, and the colors of the wool correspond to the colors of the sheep underneath. There's a couple different sheep underneath here, and I haven't really worked any more on this or on the storage area. Oh. But I do now have wings, so I can kind of fly around in creative mode. They are these things right here, Angel Ring, and we went and we destroyed the end, so we've got some amethyst gear as well that we've made. But first thing I'll show you guys will be this here. So this might cause a little bit of lag, for which I apologize, but as you can see, there are just a boat ton of cows underneath this little area. And this is actually Mike's doing. He's set up for blood magic, and he's got some golems running around doing some farming and whatnot for him. And basically this is set up so that he can pump blood into this altar and get more powerful gear out of the destroyed cows, which he has to sacrifice with a dagger. It's actually pretty silly, pretty brutal, but it's interesting how many cows he's got down in that pit. And then here we have his Thaumcraft station. Mike's been doing some Thaumcraft stuff as well. So he can be charging his wands, and he's got a nice altar in here that can separate out the various Thaumcraft fluids. I honestly am not too familiar with this. I've just seen he's been setting it up. And he's also got a boiling cauldron in here. Crucible, I guess. I'm not quite sure what he's using that for, but he's decided to start using golems to sort his stuff. So that's been very interesting. And then you got this cool void jar with all the effects and stuff, and I think he can stick the Thaumcraft things he doesn't want in this void jar, oblivion jar, excuse me, and use that to get rid of them. Alright, the next thing, and maybe the most obvious thing on the server, is that the tower has been, our little skyscraper has been transmogrified to be diamond and gold and a bit of dirt. I'm not 100% sure why this happened, but it's still intact. We still have all of our data and stuff stored here. It's got a couple more storage bays going on, which is neat for item storage. And then we have a couple extra machines here. I set up this rolling machine, for example, to do a little bit of railcraft messing around, but I haven't really gotten too far with that because I've been working on another project that I will show you guys later in the server. Oh, well, this is Shivo's office, so this must be why this part is dirt and this part is diamond, because I think Mike was the person who changed all these materials. And this is where we lost our stuff to the portal to another dimension. The next thing I'll show you guys is over here. We finally completed the Space Needle, or at least what the Space Needle was intended for. So it's kind of hard to see with all these clouds here. But basically, there are a lot of villagers in here somewhere. Oh, there's one. And they are using these doors as their houses. So we have a nice villager breeder that I think Shivo is intending to use to get emeralds out of eventually. I'm not sure what all of these villagers do. Oh, there's an Elvis villager. I'm not sure what all of these villagers do, but I'm sure they're all very important in their own way. It's very interesting that they kind of close themselves into these houses. And then we have our drill moved up here. It's got a lot of ore in it in case we ever need any extra or we can pull that out and kind of peruse that at our leisure. It's not set up right now, but it's pretty neat. And then over here, I built a bit of a tower, as you may or may not be able to tell. I think it's the tallest structure on the server so far, and basically it's just a drop that goes all the well, I didn't mean to fall into that. It goes all the way down to bedrock. Eventually, I want to add beams and such, so it'll be a real dropper where you have to dodge beams and whatnot and hit the last little bit of water there at the bottom, but I haven't gotten around to that yet. It is, like I said, the tallest structure on the server. I really need to turn off clouds the next time I do a video. You never realize how obtrusive they can be until you are flying around in them. Then we have a bit more set up here by Matt. He's been working on some Botania stuff. There's also some Botania stuff over this way that Shivo's set up. He's been extracting mana, and he made a piece or two of Terrasteel. I think it's Terrasteel. Just recently, you just throw all the components onto this altar here, and it uses mana to generate Terrasteel. And we finally have a renewable source of food. What is this thing? An uncrafted table. We finally have a renewable source of food that Mike set up for us over here. We may have had this last time, but I don't remember showing it. In the sheep farm with this meat packer. So basically, sheep get born and then passed over to here, and then they get destroyed and pushed into the meat packer to make these nice ingots, one of which I'm holding in my hand. I need to replenish my supply eventually. The next thing, and the final thing I want to show you guys for this video, will actually lead us into something I want to tell you guys about. So I will see you guys on the other side of the nether. Alright, so here we are on the other side of the nether, having just arrived, and as you can see, we are actually inside a black stone-looking structure that I've set up to be kind of my storage hub over here. That's maybe a little bit of overkill, but I thought it was pretty neat. We are actually inside a volcano. There wasn't any lava really on the top of it, and I'm not quite sure why that spawned, so I added some lava here so that we have some pretty things to look at through our windows. And I've got a bridge here. Now the reason that I haven't turned around yet is because the next thing that I show you guys is something I've been working on for a little while. It's not finished yet, but it will probably be the result of a series that I will start working on here in the near future, kind of as a replacement for these tours, because we haven't really had all that much exciting stuff to show you guys in terms of builds. Shivo's been talking about doing a technical series on the channel, but I don't know if he's actually going to get invested into that sooner or later. But anyway, so this is what I've been working on for the past little while here, working on building a coliseum. As you can see, I've got some lava in the walls and in the pillars here to kind of light up the area. It seems to be pretty effective so far. Those terraced kind of blocks are glowstone that's been chiseled. It's pretty neat. There's a pretty big platform here, though, that I'm building on. But anyway, I am hoping to start showing you guys how I'm doing some of this build. I've set up staircases as well to the tops of these platforms. As you can see, it's not yet complete, but there are going to be a lot of things kind of hosted in these coliseums that I'm excited about. And there's basically going to be 2 terraced levels of the coliseum. That stone pillar over there, Mike was working on building a railway out to here from spawn, since it is a little ways away. But in essence, this building is going to be a home to a number of Minecraft minigames, so to speak, that we will be hosting in the coliseum. Not the least of which will be a battle to the death, if you will, and we're going to have with without established weapons. So there'll be stocks of weapons here, and armor probably, and we'll have people pick out stuff here, and then go fight at an arena that'll be probably about this level in the Coliseum, and there will be stuff above and below. You can kind of see it, and I don't really want to get blown up. There's a huge hole underneath there that we might be able to do something with as well. So, yes, but that is, in essence, my update for the day. I hope that you guys have been having a good time, and we will be making updates more regularly to the server when we start working more on this build. So, I will talk to you guys later, and I will see you next time. Peace.